Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your main man, Queres.
It's your guy, Aaron.
And I'm Toshoama.
And you're not tuning into
On the Couch.
Hey, man, episode 5. We in this thing. You know, we're going to get into this elimination real quick before we get into these trending topics. So, what's our elimination game?
Alright, today I'm gonna hold the elimination game every time. Okay, look, how we gonna do it. Elimination, how we gonna do it? Then we're gonna say, this is gonna be about shoes. Right?
Oh, okay.
So, we're gonna choose the shoe, we're gonna list a couple shoes, and we're gonna get rid of one.
One brand gotta go.
One brand gotta go.
One
gotta go. Adios. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Adidas. Nike. We're gonna include Jordan and Nike together though, because you know they can't.
You wanna do Jordan and Nike together? Or you wanna do it? Okay, yeah. Keep going.
You know what I mean?
You're right. You right.
You know,
Keep going.
Alright.
That's a hard. Okay. I got
Reebok.
Nike, Adidas, Reebok.
And Puma.
Alright, what you got? You said you first. You go ahead and tell her what you.
The Holy Grail, they made the best shoes to me. This is gonna be safe, man. Gonna be in a safe box for me. I'm gonna have to say Nike. Nikes. I'm gonna say Nike because see, look, they came out with Jordan. They came out with Penny, Charles.
Okay.
They came out.
Okay, not yet. Nike safe for me. What about you?
I'm cool with Nike.
You cool with Nike?
We gonna keep that Nike. The Nike.
Alright, first out the board is Nike.
We keep Nike.
Alright, so.
Which one? Y'all doing? Okay, then we got.
So what we got? So we got left. We got Adidas.
Reebok safe for me.
Reeboks.
And
Pumas. So you said so we include the Jordan brand, so Jordan say period.
Jordan say period because he started
with
Nike.
So we got Puma, Adidas,
Nike,
and Reeboks.
Let's say like Nike is the store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything inside Nike that came from the store is a product of Nike. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, if they get their own thing or so. All them basketball, Derek Jeter, all them people, man.
Right.
Sean Kemp, all them shoes, man, they came out. You know what I mean? Them.
Right. Okay, I got you. So Reebok, yeah, you know what? Reeboks, they weren't that expensive. And
them two for $89. Y'all remember the two for $89?
Black pant and white.
The school special.
Because you remember you were saying it was what do you call them? The hot top.
Soldier Reed.
What's it to say? I was just thinking.
I said the classics was what we wore in Albany, but you said it was you get your white pair of what?
To my forces?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fawcett. Yeah, we
to
really
me,
want.
I was just saying Reeboks is.
Like the
only thing about them classic Reeboks though, after about 6 months, where the motherfucker turned into a triangle at the front of that bill. That be you can't do nothing. You put a sock
in the front.
You can put a piece of cardboard or some metal to reshape them or something.
Hey, you know we got that plastic. You know that little piece of plastic on the front like this. It got a lip. Hey man. Hey man. Hey.
All the nose and shit. But anyway, it wasn't nothing on there. It was itching. I got the nose ring.
It's that thing, man. But look though, check this out. Reebok with me. Reebok ain't no hit, man. Cause get what? I remember like, cause it wasn't all bad, but it wasn't always good. You understand what I'm saying? So I remember them time where it's like, hey.
Them with the butter shoes?
Them butter shoes, them real butter shoes. I'm gonna drop them butter shoes on you.
Oh, wait, we gonna get into that. Hold on.
It ain't nothing like getting them gum bottom or Reebok.
Yeah.
And you going to school, you think you killing it. You get to school and your partner, what up, B? Hey, I got them J Mason. Like, yeah, bro. I got them too.
But the Reeboks was
Keep saying, but it's like,
I ain't gonna be 100 with you, but when mom and dad went from to buy no forces, the forces was 100. I remember $100, they were $90 plus tax. I wasn't getting them. Next thing on the totem pole was the classic Reeboks.
Oh, the Soldier Reed, remember?
The Soldier Reed.
I used to wear them.
Hey, the Soldier Reed was fine, cause they don't do like the classics.
Nah, got them scrap crossing.
They
hold. Get me some Soldier Reed.
They hold together. Hey,
the white, the fat scrap. You know what I'm talking about?
They gonna skin you up.
Hey, them was $34.99 back then. $275 right now.
Reebok safe for me.
Wow. Yeah, I'm good.
Reebok safe for me, bro. I mean, I'm just saying, cause they say it today.
I'm on the fence.
All right, what's next?
Well, I mean, it's 2 out of 3, so I guess we all safe, right?
All right, what you got?
Now, Nah.
You got Pumas and Adidas.
You got Pumas and Adidas. What y'all say?
I never wore Pumas.
But you gotta think now, cause I know what you're thinking in your head right now, cause you showed me. But you gotta think back from the beginning of the time, from when you started, all the way till now.
Yeah,
you know
respect. It respect. I respect it, now.
So what you say? So what you got? So what you say? Where you at?
From Adidas.
Adidas and Pumas.
Adidas and Pumas, bro. I just bought some crazy Pumas.
But you can't really. I say
But
that.
I got some. But from the jump,
From
they
the
probably
jump.
be popping them Ditos, man.
I already know
They
it.
gonna be them Adidas.
Do you remember the good years?
Oh man, they matched the Eminem jacket.
was
I ain't like them, bro. But nah, I remember you.
ain't like them?
They were cool. I was like, God, but I couldn't fit the jacket. Remember, I couldn't fit the jacket. You like, I was like, damn,
Man, them
bad,
good
but
years was fire.
I forgot they did make them good. That was okay. Well,
Them
yeah.
good years
Yeah,
was
I
fire.
like Adidas.
What we gonna say? Adidas.
Shell
Who wore
toes.
Adidas?
Man, I'm tell you this though. This remember I got about some Adidas though. I never forget. I said, Mom, I like Mom. Oh, anyway, that's another story. But I'm gonna say we gonna talk about it.
No, we gonna get into it in a second. But what you go ahead? What you?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Adidas, man. I'm
Adidas.
I'm saying my Adidas, the shoes, they was good made too. Like I could do the Michael Jackson
And
and
they
Adidas.
gonna stay. They gonna stay.
Yeah.
Adidas,
Stand the test of time.
My dad like Adidas. You know what? And this too, man. I probably say about only pair of Pumas I had growing up them Sky 2. Remember you had the all white one.
Oh, I was just finna say I ain't had none, but I had to think about it for a second. With the 2 straps?
Yeah, 2 straps.
Yeah. The mid-5.
But I
liked them good years because I felt like I was a race car driver.
Dang, it was smooth.
That shit was goddamn fire. And I'm mad I can't find them no more.
Yeah, you better find them. You better find them. I look for this. I was looking for the other day. I looked for some baby fat. Fat forms. Not the baby fat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Not the baby fat. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Baby fat shoes.
No. No, man.
No, these fat forms like that. No,
No,
that
baby fat.
baby fat right there.
They got brought them to Kimora Lee. No.
Alright.
Them fat forms.
I know what you're talking about.
Man, with it's like a thumb in the front when you look down, like you doing this all day when you walking. Big foot. Anyway. But I'm gonna say,
man.
so what y'all say, Adidas?
Adidas, man. So Puma.
Puma gotta go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Adios, muchachos.
Alright,
Get
so
the Puma
that's
body.
it, man. What y'all think? Y'all tell us what y'all shoe brands, y'all favorite shoe. What gotta go? What get to stay? We'd love to hear from y'all. Y'all drop something in the comment section and let us know what y'all feel. You know what I mean?
Put it right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
But on them buttons though. Y'all wanna get back
Oh
on them buttons?
man, real quick. I'll never forget this. I'm like, Daddy, look, man.
Mama don't gonna make you learn how to jank.
Oh man, what? Hey, you out there ready? I'm like, hey, what them is?
They
What them
prepare
is?
y'all.
Like, bro,
These
go
mine.
ahead and start.
I'm
We gonna find
gonna tell you
your
how your mama forgot about you that day at the house.
Right.
When she left you out there, when you were home, and do all that. I'm going to
crazy.
that level. I'm
You
going to
gotta
that
go
level.
crazy. You wanna fight?
Hey.
We ain't even finna jank. You wanna fight right now? Let
Oh, I
go.
thought so. Hey, but no, man, I never forget, man. I was like, Mama, I want them all white deals. She like, okay, we get them all white deals. And man, me and Mom was in Walmart, and we were just looking for house shoes for my daddy. And she came across, I showed her a picture. They had 3 stripes on them. My mama went to this section, man. Went to the section looking for some house shoes for my dad and stumbled across some all white 4 stripe, man. And told me, well, this is what you finna get because they look exactly the same. It ain't no different from these and them. Just a name. So put them in the bucket. You want these or you don't want these.
Ooh.
But hey, look.
Nigga, you don't be back there. And I took it back.
The 4 stripe thing.
Man, the 4 stripe, man, with the plastic on the tunic.
Oh,
You ain't never let me live it down, too, boy.
Oh, did you wear them?
Yeah, I won. It was one time.
You silly.
It was one time, though. It was one time. Hey, Tootie, you ain't let me live it down, boy. She did it like that. I won one. Only won one time. Only won one time, but get what though? That made me stronger. And I learned how to say no, don't worry
I'm gonna
about
tell
it.
you right now why I got affliction with buying so many shoes, bro. Cause I swear to God,
Hey.
my mom bought me the new pair of Sonics every year, man. I know I can run fast, but they got that.
One little coin, I ain't never get one.
So you ain't had no butter shoes?
Yeah, I had probably kindergarten, but see,
You had them in middle
so
school.
listen though, it wasn't like other people, like my family fire you up. Like
That's it.
I had, my mama had got some at Payless. They had you know, they had the Nike, you had a check, the one check on it.
What is this?
Yeah,
You had two
some
checks on
double
it?
checks. So I was coming outside, and I'm really young, and I'm like, had my feet kind of, you know, standing outside the gate, and my neighbor was like, we see you got some new shoes. I came around the corner, my brother was like, she got them double checks on, and like laughing with his friends, and I'm like, really?
The double check, man.
The
He called them
butt
double checks.
Listen.
I'm bull calling them play.
I don't
They
remember
double
no more
stick.
buddies after that, but
Oh
yeah.
man. Oh no, I'd had plenty.
They were pink and white.
Bro, let me tell you.
I'd had plenty, man.
Oh, man.
But yeah,
That's funny.
that's what it is.
All right, let's get into these trending topics, man. Before we've been on talk about these shoes forever.
All right, man. Let's see what we got today, man. What you?
Who wanna go first?
I can go. So I have so Nipsey, you know,
Word.
rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
So right now, they have
R.I.P.
an article that's saying that Nipsey Hussle's sister denied guardianship of his daughter. So Samantha, his sister, is trying to get guardianship of his daughter because Nipsey was actually like his daughter was in his care before he died.
Oh, wow.
And so now I think the mom is trying to get her back. The sister is also trying to get her, and she was just denied. So I just feel like, I guess for me, I want to more so say, like, if he was, you know, caring for her, I know spiritually, like, you don't have to go to a courthouse or wherever and say that you're married.
Right.
To actually be married.
Right.
But I just wonder if they actually got legally married to help, you know, in the world out here, if his daughter wouldn't be displaced, you know, right now, because his wife would decide, period, you know,
What's going on,
or, you know, this child's home is
because
not.
you said he had actual legal custody.
He had, she was in his care.
I'm gonna check this out then, right? Because even if this is a question, right? I don't know, right? But that's what I'm saying. So if legally Nipsey and Lauren was married, right? But that child is not her child.
So you think
he had legal custody.
Had legal custody. Also, I guess in the eyes of law, are you one? Because I'm
Right. That's what I think. I think.
Because I'm saying, because see, this what I'm saying. Because I'm pretty sure the mom
Full custody.
If she had
like
full custody,
like
But when he passed though, right? When he went on home, right? Don't the mama
does it automatically go back to
the mom? Yeah,
well,
because
it depends on.
You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with that because I was like, I wondered. I didn't mention it. I wondered about that, but like, why was she in his care? Like, I wonder if it was a thing as far as the environment. Was it good for her there? So does it automatically go back to her, or?
Man, that's a tough situation because, like you said, she displaced now, so she had been She grew up in that home, and now she
and I don't know if she grew up in the home. I just knew that, like, when he died, he was.
Wow.
Well, what I say is though, in a situation like that, right? It don't happen all the time. It's rare, but the little girl mom could have possibly been like, well, her being with her father, because that is her father, he can provide a better life for her.
Oh yeah, that could.
You know what I mean? So it could be like, well, you know what I'm saying, baby, I can't do what daddy can do. You know, even though they might have that bond.
It's just to me, I don't like the fighting. I guess over her.
The kid,
like what's, you know?
Because it's like they trying to fight for
what is it really for? Do you
for a
really,
piece of something.
Yeah, what is it really for? I guess, like, do you really? And Samantha, I know when she did her speech, she said she was gonna make sure all of his kids and things was taken care of. So, I mean, I guess I want to ask you guys.
Go ahead.
We don't have that situation at all, but like you both have, you know, first children from previous relationships. And so not even this same situation, because it's nowhere near that, but like, say you guys pass, because at the end of the day, you are the link, you know, between those kids. So what would you want to see, I guess, happen? Because like with us, you know, our kids don't know half or step anything like that. This your sister, this your brother.
Right.
They see him all the time. They want to know when he coming back, if
Right.
he do leave, things like that. Like I guess to voice what you would want, you know, if you were to pass for your kids,
I just hope
how to facilitate that.
for me. I mean, I guess we never talked about it, but I just
Right.
assume that it'd still be the same. I would hope that it could still just be the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? 'Cause
And definitely, absolutely, we
Right.
you know would want to continue that.
Right,
But I
right.
just want to
Yeah,
make
I mean,
sure
no
that
problem.
like you just boys, hey, well, what do you want to?
What you say?
How do you want to proceed?
Man, like you said, man, I hope, but see, motherfucker, they so, you know what I'm saying? Especially the rich. I just would hope that they got enough understanding, enough love for me, bro, to make sure that my babies are connected, cause they are all they got, like, period. No matter what they got me flowing through all of them.
Right.
So it's important for them, but you just, man, ain't no but I just hope y'all will be able to do that.
Keep it together.
But right here, let me go and say it right now. I want y'all to get, if I was to go, I need y'all to work together and raising them kids together. They need to know each other.
Yeah, for real, man. You know.
And they
Don't
know
do it
each
like
other.
that.
Just
Don't
keep
do it like
keeping the
that.
relationship, I guess, the same as it
No,
is,
man, baby.
as if y'all were here. Just making sure to keep that going. So.
I would hope so, though, T. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody will step in, though. You know, because my brother's on all my stuff. As far as life insurance and everything like that, though, if I was to go for my brother, I put my brothers at the top. Well, you know, my brother Brick is, she got us set, but as far as like dealing with a million portion and how I want everything distributed between everybody, my brother's at the top of my stuff because I know he gonna be like, look, this is what we gonna do for this and that, and I know he could set it together for her. Because once I'm gone, I'm gone.
Right, and that come to another point that we probably should touch on a future episode is that I know you probably how many people got a living will right now? You get what I'm saying? I know I need to make one.
It's hard. It's hard to
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So a living will is important, so you can show how to separate everything and keep everything in order, so your family won't be fighting and bickering over small stuff. You get what I'm saying? Just get it straight.
Like y'all can split them shoes up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Them shoes up.
And
Everybody get a
I got
shirt.
2 PlayStation 4. Y'all get one. You get
a
one.
chain. You get a chain. You get a chain. Everybody keep a chain. Just look, chill.
We playing. We got more than that, and locked away. But
but
some
the
jokes.
simple stuff.
Just something just for everybody to think about. Like if you were to pass, like how do you want, your kids and things to be handled? Like just in detail, playing it out. And even if, like say with you two, hey, I want to make sure my kids still stay as close as they are now.
Man.
How do we even facilitate that while you're alive and stuff like that? Coming together and things like
That
that.
ain't no problem though. Everybody actually get along pretty good on my end. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it ain't about not getting along. I guess taking a step to making sure communication. Everybody's communicating. Like we can talk, we can all that.
We can really sit in
in
the
which
same
we
place.
can, but it's just for everybody else, just put that in your mind. I guess make that a thought, because I know he took care of his kids financially, but he probably didn't think in those terms about his baby girl and what would happen.
So y'all let us know. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about it. That's the trending topic for this episode. We're gonna get into Boss Business with Aaron next. So y'all stay tuned. You dig? Today's episode of On the Couch Podcast is brought to you by Mozo. It's a struggle trying to find something that actually helps your skin without a lot of harsh chemicals. Whether you're suffering from dry skin, oily skin, acne, eczema, psoriasis, or just looking for a skincare regimen, you should try Mozo products. It's homemade soaps that are made with herbs and hydrating oils. We have a moisture bar that helps rejuvenate and moisturize your skin, a tea tree bar that helps with acne, a tea clove bar that helps with psoriasis and much more, a Oh-So honey bar for people with sensitive skin. Mozo also has lotions and oils. Don't forget to visit the fan page on Facebook at Mozo. That's MOSOZP. And remember, crack a smile, not your skin.
All right, what's going on, y'all? If you're back, this is a segment called Boss Business. Boss Business with Aaron. Okay. This week we're not gonna get too technical as far as like any really like structure or framework or nothing like that though. But next week we're gonna jump into some good stuff that can help y'all set up some businesses and what you suppose business is, and help you set up stuff and get your paperwork in order and what you're supposed to do and the steps you need to take in order.
At least the basics, right?
Yeah, the basics. Like I said, I'm not a professional at it, but I get out and do the work though. Right. I put the feet on the pavement and make it do it.
And make it happen.
Right. But this week, Boss Beans, I want to talk about mixing business and personal relationships.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. It's a lot of different. People get mixed emotions about mixing business, and they think, well, my family a little bit different with this person's family. I honestly say, man, if you're dealing with somebody who's your family member, that person should be business oriented to the T.
Right.
Because when lines get crossed, people may not understand business is business. I still love you.
Right.
I don't take nothing from you, but this is business. This is how we live. This is how we survive. And if it ain't right, it ain't right, baby. Right. But what we're going to say is I got a couple tips. I got about 10 tips or 10 different things, 10 different topics that we could talk about. I'm just going to hit on them real quick, and I'm going to speak about the ones that I like the most. Right. Well, the one that really stood out to me. Okay. I'm going to let my co-host figure out what they want to talk about, right? All right, the top 10, I say to avoiding conflict right. and workplace and work setting situation, right? So the first one, never talk about salary. I say you don't talk about the money that you're making, your salary, or your personal finance details. You know what I mean? This guy that's coming in, he only making $10 an hour, but anybody y'all working for, they giving you a percent of what y'all making, and you also making $20. That's your business. You don't want to make him feel like he working for peanut. And then it don't, you know what I mean?
It mess up the morale.
It mess up the morale and everything. Like, man, I ain't finna get in here and work for free. In essence, it ain't for free, but what you gotta do, right? Give up intimate details about your love life or your sex life when you're handling business. And that goes for pretty much, I say that goes for as far as like working. Right. I mean, as far as, when you're in the workplace. Alcohol and drug interest. I want to say that'll be good. We're talking about nothing like that.
Look, because it's already competition.
Yeah, hey, you do
cocaine?
But on them yams.
On the weekend,
hey,
that's what you do.
Buddy, on the yams on the weekend, but I folded all them clothes in the back right there. I'm going to pick up 10 more boxes. Right. But on them yams. They keep saying that,
I'm trying to move up.
Right. Political views, religious views. Most people don't like that's a big one. I say religion.
They both.
Well, both.
Like people want to fight about both of them.
God forbid you say something about their religion.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, politics. I ain't gonna put nobody on blast. I love them to death, but boy, you get them going.
And they get to talking. You be like, what?
Like you believe? First of all, I'm like, you believe all that stuff? The news, you believe that, bro? Like, yeah.
You man, somebody told me they put on the internet. It gotta be true, man. Like, bro, I'll tackle you in here, man. That ain't true, bro. Okay. Non-politically correct jokes. I mean, like racial slurs and all that, right. N-bomb dropping and all that. Hey, you get them hair set up on the back of my neck, like, hey.
You thought that was funny?
Yeah, that was cool, huh? There's some boxes in the back. Where Buddy be on them gams at. Help me come pick these boxes up.
Help me get them.
I ain't tripping.
2 birds, 1 stone, huh?
Your Facebook or your Facebook or your social account, I don't add nobody. As far as like at work, right. Ain't no friends on. Ain't no friends. I'm trying to tell they snooping. Hey, you seen what Bink put on his page?
Right.
And he's selling clothes and stuff like that right out the business.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Straight up. Hey, well,
and like people hiring you, they really go and look at your page.
Yeah. Be like, do you really? Hey, get what? Ain't none of my stuff on there.
I'm just trying to figure out how, like,
why does that matter?
Why does it matter, and like, how did that actually, like, how is that used in the actual hiring process? How is that? I guess if you got your own company, your own business, you can do whatever practices you want to. But like, come on, man.
It kind of go like naming your kids something crazy.
I guess.
Yeah, it all filters you out though. You know what I mean? They look at you because when you see Aaron, you're like, oh. You type it on Facebook,
And
get
then
far
you
roll
see, and
big.
then you
It's
see,
like, I don't know what is about. Let's skip now.
What you got going on?
The chicken plant wasn't even hiring me, y'all. That was when I was trying to get
What
out
you
there. The
mean?
chicken plant wasn't hiring me.
They looked at your social.
I don't know what they were looking at. Folk wasn't hiring me, bro. I guess I ain't had no felonies or nothing like that at the time.
Yeah, so you gotta have a
I
felony.
guess so, because they feel
You
like
gotta
you
have
don't
a
work
felony to
hard.
work at the chicken plant. If you ain't got no felony, you can't work at the
Don't
chicken
come here,
plant.
bro. You convicted. You the convicted felon. Oh, little buddy, we nobody do nothing with you, man. Try again next
I
time.
gu't know why I got up in that thing.
Hey, they let you in there, ain't it? They wouldn't let me.
I don't know.
Well, I didn't like I was gonna work. Probably one. Number 8, I would say medical details.
Okay.
Far as you don't talk about that stuff. What you got going on? People really don't care nothing about that though. But that just not work.
They gonna make you look like you like, oh man, he gonna have a heart attack on
Oh yeah,
6 months.
he gonna make it seem like he ain't gonna be able to pick up the slack, and they gonna give him an excuse. He poop butt. You know what I mean?
Right.
He shrimp basket. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. All right. Gossip and negative comments about coworkers. You never want to get tangled up into the chatty patty stuff.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Period. I be at home and y'all on the couch.
On the couch.
You guys and y'all just talking. We just talking. You know what I'm saying? What stays is what stays here. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about nobody in here as far as my coworkers as far as in here, but
Right.
I'm not talking about somebody at work. Not in a negative way, but it's in the sense we're just talking, right? And the last one, I say, think what you are looking for as far as like when you're looking for. Okay, let me rephrase that. Telling somebody at work that you're looking for a new job.
Oh. No, don't do that, cause they gonna. So that it's
These
always
are just tips,
competition.
right?
They always try to find a way to get you on up out of there. They gonna put the little bug. Hey, Becky looking for a new job. He the flow supervisor. I'm trying to be here for 50 years.
Yeah.
Right.
And do this. So.
And he smoked yams.
He on them yams. he on them yams. He beat up Jack back there in the back, and he trying to look for a new job.
Hey, we
so
need to get beat.
that 3 strikes.
Yam
right
smoking Aaron. Yam fighting smoking Aaron about her. And they do that. They do that. Ain't it right?
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Okay, but I did 10 tips, man.
10 tips.
I did 10 tips.
Alright, so the one for me, man, I think it would be like, I think the political thing for real stand out to me because it seemed like political and religion. It seemed like that really, like, I'm the type of dude that I'm so open-minded to have a conversation. I don't get triggered by a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff can't trigger me because I'm a view it with I'm gonna look at both sides and I'm gonna examine it and see what's the actual logic behind it. And I actually can see past politics and know what's behind it for real. So when people come at me with the politics and the religion and stuff, I'm just gonna be like, okay, yeah, so that's what you believe? Well, what about, for me, don't talk religion with me, 'cause I'm gonna make you mad. Don't talk politics with me, I'm gonna make you mad. So, I try to stay completely out of that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm gonna ask you the question you don't want me to ask you.
Right. Like, why?
Like, yeah, why you,
what make you feel like that, bro? You know where you come from?
Right.
Are you serious? Right. What's the reason?
Right. So that's definitely.
People don't like that. Why? What you mean? Why?
Right.
Whoa.
You want to fight? I'm gonna fight you right now, bro.
No, hold on, man. Don't come at me, bro. I didn't mean that. Don't tackle me.
Look, come at me, bro. Let's stop. Let's keep it cool.
That's for real, though, bro. I don't want to talk about it, bro.
For me, it's definitely. I think politics, religion, keep that away. Like I've had instances where, like I say, Facebook. I feel like you post whatever you want to. And if we friends, we co-workers, and then, I see you post, say you're, racist or proud of your
right, you're
race.
Proud of your race, yeah.
I'm totally fine with that, If I don't like it, if I don't want to see whatever it is you're posting, I can block you or unfriend you or whatever. Right. To me, I would rather not don't come to work the next day and kind of poke at me with it because
you feel a certain type of way about it.
Right.
I don't want to, even if I'm engaging with you, the possibility of it getting heated. So I'd rather not at all. Like let's just not.
Right. Yeah, I'm talking about that. You know what I mean? Don't make it. If
your Facebook page is cool. I
don't page watch mine, and then when you get mad, you come to work and bring it to work, and then you try.
Don't bring it to work though.
Try to be slight with it. Ask me an offhanded question that's what you like that right there?
Yeah.
You like that right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would smack the
Like, hey, don't play with
Don't
me.
try to.
Yeah, y'all tripping.
Right.
But it be like that though, man. You know what I mean? You just want to keep it. You want to keep it to you. I don't know, man.
How about this? I say this: the corporate world is cool and kosher. You know what I'm saying? I have a kosher job. I ain't gonna say where I work at, but I actually have a good job. But the objective is to create my own situation. You get what I'm saying? My own business, so I can do what I want to do. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to be subjected to the rules and regulations of corporate society.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you.
That makes sense.
It's kind of like you. It's like an insane mind state. I'm trying to. To me, I think about it like it's kind of, you gotta have like an insane mentality to actually try to integrate yourself into somebody else's system and not create your own.
Sure enough.
To create our own business, to do something for ourselves, man, it's like freeing yourself spiritually. I love.
True.
You know what I mean? I love what I love what I do. I ain't gonna lie. I love it.
You learn a lot, but it ain't. I mean, at the end of the day.
I can't give it to my son.
And that
sisters,
it just
my
like
nephew.
you basically, you know what, you hit that's a good point. I'll leave it right there.
The last little bit I just want to say, okay, I want to give a pro and a con for starting a business with your family members.
Okay.
One pro and one con, you know what I mean?
Right.
I say the pro for as far as starting a family-owned business. Okay, a family-owned business often deploys brands that have stronger market appeal because they convey tradition, hard work, and craftsmanship. Think about like Levi, Gucci's, and all that stuff like that.
Right.
Those are like
family-owned.
Those are family-owned, and they have a very strong knit within our culture, especially the 501. Remember the 501s here?
501 still they ain't here no more.
I mean.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? When the last time you bought some? When last time you took them for $50 for a pair of 501?
I ain't did that.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? And it just that's just a pro of like having like a family owned business. Just companies that can tie something together, something special. You know,
Right.
Those are companies that, you know, that's a pro because they have a strong appeal to people, right? Now, a con is like a con of it, right? So out of all the family members, right, that one successful person, right? Everybody might not take heed to that one successful person, right? So it's like kind of like leadership succession may become a strong source of conflict and clear guidance. Having not been established or well advanced, squabbles between siblings and other key family members in the company can create permanent rifts in family relationships. So if I just don't like the way that you run the business, then you know, and you over the whole family, and I'm like, man, he think he just the hot shot. But in actuality, I'm really just the one I just know what I'm doing.
Right.
Don't be mad at me. I'm just doing what I'm doing. That's just some pros and cons about that, man. What would you say as far as like starting a business? What would it be something positive?
But positive of starting a business with a family member is that you tend, first of all, you grew up literally like this. Your family is family, period. So you tend to want to stay close and make sure that you're soul tied to your family, basically.
Okay, well that's
You get what I'm saying? So you tend to want to, anything that you're tied to when it regards to family, you want to see it be successful at the end of the day for the most part, especially if you're directly tied to it.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? You want to see it grow and expand because it's your family, and it creates opportunity literally for your entire family to grow and to be prosperous. So that's a pro for me. I mean,
yeah, I mean, that was good, bro.
Yeah, I think I could
good.
just second that. It's something that you keep in your legacy that y'all are building together, something to be proud of.
right. You hard pressed to sabotage it because especially if you're a part of it, if y'all tied together, you hard pressed to sabotage the whole thing when you know it's you. I don't know how else to explain it, but
That's that, bro. Like it ain't no if your family be some of your family members be your biggest supporter,
right. And I guess a
some of
con,
your family members.
I got you, and I guess a con would be that our culture. You get what I'm saying? We haven't had a lot of firsthand examples of business. You hit on that one time. Business is business, period. we have to learn to act. Although we're family, ain't no discounts. No discounts, no slacking, no lacking, because you're not gonna lack when you go clock in and hit that 9 to 5. Because you know that you're getting on up out of there. You're not going. So you have to treat your family business as you would treat your day-to-day job with the same respect, and you have to take it as serious, because once it start flourishing, then you're gonna don't try to take it serious once it start flourishing. Take it serious from the beginning, so that it can flourish, because if you don't, then it won't. That's what I got to say.
All right, well, I mean, that pretty much wraps up for this week.
I think.
Wait.
I was just
Whoa!
gonna say.
Whoa, the dad in my bag. See, whoa. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, as far as the time, just period. I think with any job, they're gonna be squabbles. Like with any job you working there, how long y'all work? 8 hours. You become, I guess, a family with these people. So it's gonna come. Yeah. So just like with your real family, you have squabbles, or you're gonna disagree on something. So I would say, before getting into the business, establish, hey, we may be, we may get some squabbles here and there, but this is the expectation, but make sure this is how we try and fix it this way, just so the foundation of your business don't fail, just because of squabbles. Okay. At the end of the day, you still gonna have to go to your 9 to 5 work. We still gotta come to your business and make sure it
flourish. All right, anybody got anything they want to add?
That's it.
See?
That's it. I'm good. It's fine.
Yeah. All right, well, look, that concludes Boss Business segment. Next we'll be coming back with some real facts, some actual factual, some stuff that you actually can do to help yourself get your paper in order. Okay. Next, we got Level Up
with Toshoama.
So
we'll be right back.
Right back. Look at these sponsors. Look at all this. Okay. Boop, boop.
Hi guys, Toshoama here to tell you how excited I am that today is finally here. You can go right now on our website and apply for the Little Scholars Program. Again, the grant includes an Autism Fighters Inc. book bag and school supplies, a sensory electronic tablet, a sensory blanket, and a dedicated child advocate for parent and child support for the next 9-week school term. This grant will be offered on a first-come, first-served basis, as well as based on donations generated from your community. We will be accepting applications October 1st through December 1st, 2018. You will be contacted by an AFI representative after December 1st, 2018 for further instruction. If you have not donated yet, there is still time. Please visit our Facebook page at Autism Fighters Inc. and select that donate button. Any amount will help us with this great cause. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Spirit Night participation, personal donations, and Facebook shares. Your support in any way, shape, or form is greatly appreciated, and your generosity will help touch the lives of many. Thank you.
All right, so hey y'all, I want to talk to you about astrological signs. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm super into astrology. So I kind of want to go, down the lines on the signs. This week I'm going to do Aries and Scorpio. That's what we are. I'm an Aries. These two guys are Scorpio. And then if you want, comment or let us know if you want to go next. And we'll talk about you guys next. So I'll start with Aries. So if your birthday is in between March 21st and April 19th. So Aries people are creative, they're fiery, independent, intelligent, they're passionate, they're competitive, bold, honest, they're resilient, they're black and white, there's no middle, area for them, and they're born leaders. So, Aries, they're known as the babies of the zodiac. They love adventure. They attack everything with the let's do this, charge, let's complete it. They're competitive, and they love to lead.
Right.
They're intensely loyal and devoted to partners and friends. They're not really patient, and they don't do small talk unless they're learning something or teaching something. So they won't waste your time or their time just being in your presence just because.
Okay.
There are no obstacles, only the end goal when it comes to an Aries. So I think that's kind of that's an Aries trait that's great, because if there are no obstacles, when you come up on an obstacle, you attack it kind of like it's not an obstacle. So it makes it easier for you to get to your end goal. They may come across as naive, but they're not very intuitive. It's just they're, curious about life and adventurous.
Okay.
But y'all think y'all know any Aries or?
Between April
Married
19th.
to one, so. I
Yeah,
absolutely
April
got
19th. And that's because, Hitler's Aries too.
Who?
Hitler.
Good. Why you gotta
He
call
born
him
April
out?
20th.
I gotta come up with some
No,
better
look,
people
that's what I'm
than
saying.
him.
Look, see, this is a question I just said, and I understand he really was, and Woodstock happened that day, so I'm guessing everybody there considered. Yeah. Check this out, T. What I was saying is, you just said that the Aries is considered the babies of the zodiac sign. Now, why are they considered the babies? Is it like that's the newest sign that they added?
You want to go into the conversations that we have?
Yeah, I like the way you explained you actually came up with a story. Right?
Yeah, I got a whole. I don't want to put the story out because somebody gonna steal my
Okay.
story.
Well, don't put the story out there.
Oh, I got it. Hey, listen, my book that I'm gonna do on Zodiac's gonna be crazy, and it's starting with the Aries. It's gonna be fire. But anyway,
you gotta put out.
So
That was exciting.
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy. You
It's
say
good.
something about Scorpios? You going to Scorpio next?
I'm about to go to school.
All right, but so what was the question about Aries?
Just anything you want to say about Aries?
All right,
You
so
seem strong. Yeah, so
I mean,
you are strong. So yeah.
shout out to all the Aries out there. I ain't gonna say nothing too offensive because y'all rough. But
I was wrong.
I
too.
think
Correct.
so you said Aries they said that they're considered the babies of the zodiac, and it's actually a cool concept because when you think of a baby, you think of innocence. A baby isn't afraid of anything if you think about it because it doesn't know to be afraid. So that's why Aries.
And what did we just say on the podcast?
That's why
I don't have much
Aries
fear.
charge straight through. Like a baby, if you set a newborn toddler in front of a lion, that baby more than likely gonna touch that lion, probably smack it, slap it, pull his hair, because the baby don't know to be afraid of the lion. That's why Aries will attack and charge into any situation with curiosity and just an air of like innocence.
It's so
And that's
crazy.
that's the cool thing about Aries, but also the downside of that is if they're not very intuitive or they can't see the danger of what they're going into, Aries will possibly end up getting hurt or end up getting, you learn from failure, and you learn from turmoil, and you learn from pain, but it allows an Aries to end up going through a lot of turmoil and pain, which can scar and just kind of ruin a person. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the downfall and the pitfall. However your natal chart line up, and however you was born will depend on,
Right.
how much turmoil you're gonna go through. If you are Aries through and through, first generation Aries through and through, then you might have a rough life.
And just to piggyback on that, you're more than your sun sign. So get to know your astrological chart, because you may be an Aries sun, but you may have a Scorpio moon. You may have a Cancer moon. So it's
And you might be an Aries, but right on the cusp of being what's the next zodiac?
Taurus.
So you might be an Aries and just 1 degree going into a Taurus. You get what I'm saying? So it's a cycle. Binky looking with. Oh, it's deep, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's deep,
Let me tell
bro.
you something that blew my mind. We're gonna talk about some more about this though, right?
Yeah.
Make sure y'all tune in, okay? But look, what I'm saying is right. I completely, when you said that to you, and that's how I know, bro. I'm still learning as a young man. You know what I'm saying? Like I interpret, like when you said the babies of the zodiac, right? I was thinking like my mind taken to you talking some they the best and they the youngest ones. They must just add it. I went through y'all was talking about in the sense of how babies are not afraid of stuff.
Right. Exactly.
And I completely interpret. Like when I took it in, I was like, oh, but I didn't even think about what I was. That's
Right.
And then like that
That's
even
what
goes
make,
to
that's like what make like an Aries gonna be like, it's gonna stand up on the front and be like, what's happening? What we doing?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And that's what
wow.
goes to like, you may think some Aries are like assholes or something like that, but they're honest. So like really innocently honest. So they'll give you, truth, they'll give you the opinion, whereas Scorpio, y'all, we done been through the signs at that point. So you're going to deliver the truth, but a little bit of marshmallow or something, not be like, tear their face off.
Right.
Aries will be like, this the truth. I'm handing it to you, and don't even understand why you may take that as offensive.
Well, I would say, you get the, okay, I will agree to an extent as far as the Scorpio.
She gonna read it first.
We're gonna
we're gonna go.
I just want to rebuttal.
Rebuttal what you saying.
I give you marshmallow, but if I give you the marshmallow and you don't see that I'm giving you the marshmallow, then I'm gonna give you the truth,
the dirt,
and send your face off,
and let you have it.
Or Scorpion your face off.
Scorpion. Okay, get over here, head ass.
So before I move away from Aries, I just want to say, if you're Aries, I got like some careers that they said is good for Aries. A PR specialist, communications manager, store manager, magazine editor, real estate agent, hairstylist, sales representative, holistic health practitioner, a registered nurse, or an insurance defense attorney.
Fire.
All right, so let's move on to the Scorpios.
All right.
I met a Scorpio.
Y'all make sure y'all go and cop that Confessions of a Scorpio.
Yeah,
available on all platforms by your man Queres. You get what I'm talking about. Scorpios in the building.
All right,
TheRealQueres.com.
TheRealQueres.com. Get that Confessions.
So Scorpios, they're very ambitious, secretly ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
They're intense in nature. They're problem solvers, very resourceful people. They're emotional, but secretly. They persevere. They're super protective and courageous. I know tons and tons of Scorpios, so I can tell you a thing or two about Scorpios. My husband, my brother-in-law, my twins are Scorpios. My mom was a Scorpio.
Knees?
Yes, my niece. Like, I have always been surrounded or nurtured by the Scorpio energy.
You say it was in your chart too?
I got
a lot of.
Yes.
You got a lot of Scorpio energy in your chart, right?
Yeah, I do.
What?
I do.
Y'all gotta school me.
We gonna put you on, bro. We're gonna put you on.
Thing too, but everything you just said though, I'm very resourceful. I'm great at problem solving. My problem solving ability is very, very high.
Right. It's either you can solve it, or you know somebody who knows somebody. You can put somebody in contact with somebody who knows.
Like a chess pieces.
What
about you, Bubba? Queres, what you think?
No, we'll go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off, but that's crazy.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, and just from the things that I know, like, so Scorpio people, they carry a very, very intense energy with them. Like, you can almost see it. Like, you can, when they walk in a room, you're gonna notice it because of this energy that they carry with them. They spend their entire lives going through like a death and rebirth process. So they go through a lot of situations, evaluate themselves after the situations, and then evolve into something else. They rebirth and keep going, and it's their whole life journey. So I think they get a bad rep, I see from different places, but these actually are people that can teach you stuff. They here to walk in these lessons with you, actually, and they're doing it over and over again, where it may be once for you. They're helping you transform. They appear to be very calm, but internally, so you'll never know it. They can be insanely happy, insanely sad, but you're not gonna see it. And then their energy is very subtle. So if they sitting by you, and they having a conversation with you, and before you know it, their energy done seeped in your bones, and they get up to leave, you're like, hey, wait, what? We are best friends. You are my boyfriend. You can't do this right now. What do you mean? I have never felt this way before.
Ain't it? That's that power energy, man, that the Scorpios got. Yeah, that's Scorpio, man, not the Aries Scorpio. Oh, hey, they call it Charlie horse. Charlie horse going on. I'm good.
They're very, very protective, and you really may never know who they are. You could be years in their presence, but you won't know who they are unless they reveal themselves to you, and then you done been put through a bunch of tests before they reveal themselves to you in layers, you know. So, trying to think of anything else I can remember. I think that's it. Y'all want to talk about yourselves a little bit?
So, I guess during studies and self-examination and studying astrology,
That's crazy.
as far as when it comes to Scorpios, like you said, I feel like Scorpios get a bad rep. And I'm just probably gonna reiterate what you said. It's because we are built to, first of all, we can easily bridge the gap between people. We can break the ice between. I can literally probably look at a stranger for a few minutes and give me 30 seconds, and I will have you telling. I can damn near have you telling me everything about your life. And the reason is because I guess every zodiac, the vessel that you're in, is built for a certain thing to endure certain things. Scorpios can't necessarily endure or do what the Aries can do, and vice versa, and how many other combinations you want to go through it with each zodiac. What I would like to say, I guess I would say, I mean,
Actually, that's just so real, bro. Like, that's real, man.
they say zodiacs. I mean, they say Scorpios are the devil or whatever. It ain't that. It's just that we can see through pretty much. Like, you can put on a mask, but like the mask, like I can literally see it
through that. Like,
I can see it. So it's like when I start pulling, you know, pulling that mask off, you know, either I'm gonna be. So okay, hold on. Let's get to this. Either this Scorpio person is gonna be in their higher self or their lower self.
Absolutely.
So if you're dealing with a Scorpio that's in their lower self, irregardless, that Scorpio has the ability to pull everything out of you and to select how they're gonna use your energy and use the things that you confess to them, either against you or to help you.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
it's possible that a lot of Scorpios that you come in contact with are dealing with their lower self and not trying to progress into their higher self. So they would use your weaknesses to help help with their own insecurities. They will use they will use your weaknesses to help their insecurities and use their things. Use your weaknesses against you. So, you know, once you deal with a Scorpio that's trying to progress or in their higher self, then they will take those weaknesses and they will help you realize what your weaknesses are. You get what I'm saying? And help you fix it and help you elevate to the next level, because they were able to actually. I speak for myself. I'm able to put myself. If you can tell me, hey man, you know, I used to have, you know, problems with dealing with people in school, and this, I might not have ever experienced this, but I'm on level with you on a spiritual level and actually put myself in there and actually empathize with you and actually spiritually connect with you, so that I can give you back some real heartfelt advice. You get what I'm saying? And help you move through that. And that's why a lot of the times when you, after the conversation's over with, you feel like, yo, like I need to talk to you some more.
Right,
because
where you going?
You done get like, I ain't never felt this before.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So either that Scorpio person is going to either use that against you, or they're going to leave you feeling like, okay, this is my friend and I can trust them. And they're going to continue to help you elevate. And it's still a give and take. You know what I'm saying? You are actually helping that Scorpio also. So, you know.
Right. And I'm going to say, like, if you are coming in contact with them, even if they're on their lower self and y'all are meeting in some way, you know, they are made, Scorpios are made to, whatever the situation is, to transform after that. And if you're coming in contact with them, it's made to impact your life in some way also. After the interaction, you are different or new, whether it's a small interaction you coming in contact with them, or if it's something big or major shift in your life. It was meant to happen, and these people, Scorpio people, are made to walk that journey. They're made to continuously transform.
Okay.
What you guys have, Ben?
Right? Check me out. I just had a quick question. Y'all really touching on some stuff where, like, I'm in the format, and it makes so much sense. And it's like, man, that's crazy, right? But check this out. When you mean somebody's in the lower form and in higher form, what do you mean, bro? Like, do you mean like I'm at a bad place in my life?
No. So listen. So when I say lower form or high, your lower self and your higher self, so everything comes from the mind, right? So everything is first thought of.
Okay.
And everything comes from God. Just think this. Everything comes from the Creator.
Right.
Right? But before it can become physical, you have to think about it first. You have to analyze it, right? So that's the higher, that's part of the higher form, and the physical form is the more dense and actual lower form of it. That's some basic stuff. So, but what I mean about your, as far as in your spirit, either you are bound, either your root chakra is dysfunctional, and you're bound to the material and the physical pleasures of the world. That's what runs you. You understand what I'm saying? If somebody can put something in front of you and you can't resist it, then you are pandering to your lower form. If somebody can lie to you and you can't see through the lie, and you can go through that as truth, you're living in your lower vibrational self. You get what I'm saying? But if you're living in your higher self, then you can say, bro, I feel like what you telling me, it sound good, but that's crazy. Or this girl coming to you or whatever, she's like, yeah, you look good, but I know what you up to. Like, you living in your higher form of yourself. That's what I'm saying, higher and lower.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is what I wanted to know, but that's crazy, because that's true, bro.
Right.
Like, bro, like if that's the way, because people feel certain different type of stuff and feel like I got this what I got going on, but you don't actually. The longer you live and the more people you talk to and the different conversations that you have, you learn what to name it. So I know what that is. The material, like somebody puts something in front of me, I could be bought, I could be sold. I'm living in my lower form, like my chakra. That's what you live. You living in your lower form. So if the worldly pleasures is what moves you.
Right. And the objective is to ascend
defeat
above
that.
Yeah.
And
it's difficult.
I want to even say,
that's the objective.
Yeah. For anybody, even like the bad rabbit, I think that's an opportunity. If you feeling like, oh, this Scorpio, they did this to me or that to me, or this happened with them, that's an opportunity for you to figure out, what did I learn? How did that transform my life? Like, am I better because of it? Those are the things that you
Or
need
not
to
just even put blame on that person. What part, like you always say, what part did I play in my own trauma?
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Well, like,
how did I help in this situation?
responsibility.
What was I to aid in this transformation for the both of us?
Right.
So it's just taking accountability, definitely. So for Scorpios, good careers, massage therapist, real estate agent, appraiser, funeral director, private mortgage banker, psychologist, psychiatric counselor, a musician, military lawyer, litigation attorney.
Y'all check out those careers.
Yep, and again, y'all, you are more than your sun sign. So as we said, like I have Scorpio in my chart, and I have, a lot of transformative abilities and things like that. So, pull your birth chart and see what are you more of, or see whatever everything that you are: sun sign, moon sign, Mercury, Mars, Venus. Venus, how you love; Mars, how you fight; moon, how you deal with conflict. So check and see what you're made up of, and use all those energies to your advantage. So, all right. So again, let us know. If you want us to talk about your sign next week, be sure to hit us up. On the
Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon.
Patreon,
Patreon, y'all get with us, baby.
It's that exclusive. So
exclusive.
we'll holler at y'all in a little bit, man. Y'all make sure y'all tell your friends about On the Couch podcast on Patreon. And let's keep it going.
Let's get
we appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right.